I know I'll never be the apple of your eye, but I'll pick you a flower if you like. I know I'll never be the stars up in your sky, oh no, but I'll pick you a flower if you like.
That is singing songwriting sensation Cody Simpson with his newest song, Flower, which will be featured on his all-new album, Free. Cody has taken the music world by storm. Easy to say there, and we're glad to have him with us today in the studio talking about some new tunes.
Hey,
thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me in.
A big congratulations and a total departure from your from some previous work.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm a recent independent artist by my own choice, and then just wanted to go out and make my music, you know, in a much more organic fashion, and that's the way that I like to live my life, and you know, I wanted my music to match that and reflect that, and this is crazy. You know, it feels like my very first project because it's my first album off of my own label, and I just feel so happy. Like I'm so, you know, there's a lot of just creative freedom involved, hence the title "Free" of the album, and it's awesome. Yeah.
Let's describe it. You can kind of hear it in some of the tones and some of the lyrics as well. It's very sort of toes in the sand, kind of laid back, which is a huge switch from what you were doing before.
Well, it's honestly, you know, what I've been listening to my entire life, and what I grew up on was that sort of mellow rock music, and you know, growing up in the industry, I guess you could sign my first major record there when I was 13 years old, and you know, you end up just you know, as a youngster, you're very impressionable, and you're kind of trying to make everybody happy and sort of do what they say, and you grow up and you realize your artistry's kind of been compromised a little bit for, you know, certain like immediate like, you know, success or whatever for whatever's going to be popular at the time for you. You know what I mean? So I'm old enough now to have learned, fortunately, a lot, and have realized, and you know, now being courageous enough to just say thank you, but I got to go out.
Was there a turning point? I mean, because that takes a good deal of courage, knowing the fact that like, you know, your path to success are at the age of 13, which is crazy to think you get signed on for that kind of a deal at that age.
It's
you know, and then in 5 years' time, you're 18 now, and then in just 5 years' time to be able to say, no, I'm going to go out and go on my own.
Yeah, honestly, you know, I was signed so young, so you know, you never know what you truly want to do. You go through a lot of experimental years, and just find yourself, and you always just end up coming back to your roots, and that's kind of what I've done now. And it was an accumulation of just different things that occurred that caused me to just feel a lot of personal frustration, and I just wanted to be able to let all that go and relax and make the music that I wanted to make, and feel as though I was able to really just share myself, you know, 100% naturally with my audience and with people, and that's the goal with this album, is to kick off that, you know, that walk down this fun new path. So,
and to make some pretty high-powered friends along the way, which helped inspire the artwork for the single Flower. Tell me how this came about.
Well, Miley Cyrus took the photo and designed it for me. She become a good mate of mine, and I really, she just started to, I think, recognize my guitar playing and stuff like that. I kind of told her a bit about, you know, what I was doing and where I was going, and she liked that, because she likes to sort of do her own thing too, and you know, very much admire her open mind, and she really embraced a lot of the stuff that I played her, and you know, we just became good mates, and she helped out with the thing. I gave her like half an hour before it had to be deleted to iTunes to like go out to her garden. She had a Polaroid camera, and you know, we went with the most like literal and cool, simple option, but it was awesome to have that kind of support. So
working with Miley, also obviously, you know, you had a previous collaboration with Justin Bieber as well, and I had heard some rumors of the fact that there was a potential for a joint collaborative album. Where's that?
Well, I was sort of, again, in a period before I became an independent artist and was able to then take a stand and go down my own route. And Justin and I are good mates, you know what I mean? But we're definitely going down very different musical paths. Therefore, wanting to postpone any sort of collaboration till, you know, we did one last year, like this cool acoustic song that was received really well, but we wanted to kind of wait until it was like way down this road. And you know, obviously he's obviously in a very much a pop urban world that, you know, I think is very cool. That, you know, we're going down different paths, and you know, it'll be cooler in a couple of years years to come together and be like, well, it's going to be interesting to see what happens now, as opposed to being like, these guys are like similar, or whatever, you know. So
all right, so one of the other songs on the album is called Thoughtful.
Yeah.
Tell me the genesis, and then but first off, explain, because it is thoughtful, spelled Thotful.
There was a lot of talks about whether to go the THOT route or the THOUGHT route, because that's originally what it was named, because it ended up being a bit of a joke between my mates and I, and you know, because it's obviously a bit of a slang term these days, and you know, obviously
because thought is the acronym for, well, we'll let you know.
let it happen, but
right.
Yeah, it's like, you know, we just figured you might as well stir the pot a little bit sometimes, but it's a great song, and it really isn't a negative song, you know, per se. It's definitely you know, about some sort of, you know, a gold digger, which I'm not interested in those kind of women in any way.
That's probably like the most diplomatic way of saying what, right.
Therefore, having it be like, I was sort of mad, she's so thoughtful, but she don't ever think about me. It's kind of like the play on the chorus. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. And the THOT part, we'll let everyone else go and Google that and look up the dictionary and define exactly what that means about that. You're from Australia. I always find this fascinating. What do you think the biggest misconceptions are that Americans have about Australia?
Well, I didn't know what a shrimp was.
You didn't know what a shrimp was?
Before I came here. Because no one calls prawns shrimp in Australia.
Okay.
Therefore, the term throw a shrimp on the barbie made no sense to me at all. Nor did it make a lot of sense to anyone that heard it that was actually Australian, until I realised that shrimp were prawns. Yeah.
So a bit of a culinary distinction right
misconception there.
Interesting.
Yeah. And we do not ride kangaroos to school. We drive cars and ride bikes as well. So, yeah.
So there you go. Maybe you could be like a global ambassador as well, sort of bridging the cultures and,
there you go,
and tearing down the divides.
I try to stay an ambassador for the country, and I'm very proud to be Aussie. So.
And now going out on tour as well.
Yeah. Well, we're going over to Europe. We just did a couple of shows here in the States, and this is my opportunity basically now to just introduce everyone to the new music. You know, where we're playing majority of the new set is music from the new album, which is cool. You know, it's a basic, real cool acoustic rock album with, you know, the tinges of like reggae and those kind of nice feel-good vibes in there as well. And so a lot of cool guitar riffs, and I'm just jamming with the band live. And we're going to Europe and Australia hopefully, and back around the States in the summer. So. And
is your girlfriend? Is she coming? Is she Gigi Hadid as well?
Yeah,
I mean, and that's got to be difficult because you both have careers that take you all over the world, and probably very difficult scheduling wise to keep everyone in the same place at one time.
Yeah, you know, we make it work. But she's a really good girl, and we have a lot of fun together because we both live pretty cool lives, and get to sort of sometimes integrate each other's work into each other. But we like to, you know, work and do our things and come together when we can and hang, and she's just my best friend. So
was there any jealousy last year when you were on Dancing with the Stars?
Nah, not really. We sort of were on and off a little bit last year, and we've, you know, both matured a bit and come together, and are both very happy now. So
you were dancing with Whitney Carson, and at the time you guys were the youngest couple on Dancing with the Stars. I mean, it blew up your fan base, obviously, opened up a lot of people to your music as well, right? Are you watching this season?
That was a funny experience. I haven't been watching, no, but you know, Whitney and I still chat, and she's really cool. She's mates with a lot of my friends, and she's a cool girl. So, yeah. All
right, well, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe there'll be a reunion somewhere down
possibly.
The road. All right. Cody Simpson, thanks so much for talking about it. I really appreciate it.
Thanks. Awesome. Cheers. Good to chat with you.